The final round, round 20 of the FIM Motocross World Championship, got off to a flying start for Jorge Prado. 26 Vauxhall shots in the books for the season. Ben Watson hit the gate, though, as he was a little bit too exuberant to get out of the line. But before we reached turn 2 and turn 3, Prado had lost his lead and quickly dropped back to about 6 as Simone Fillotti found his way past. So too Thomas Covington, Hunter Lawrence and Michele Chervelin, all in the space of the opening lap. Lawrence got up the inside of Covington, ran him off the track for second, and then a lap later took over the lead from Simone Fillotti on the SM Action MC Migliori Yamaha. Prado was quick to follow through into second position, but all of a sudden Fillotti started to fade. In the end, he dropped down to 10th. Passes by Covington, and then a little bit later on in the race, Hunter Lawrence was leading with 4 laps to go, and his bike expired. Tough luck for the Honda 114 Motorsports rider going in search of that first race win. Around about a similar time, Henry Jacobi forced this move on Thomas Covington to take over third. Chervelin came home fourth. Marshall Welton, and fantastic ride in fifth for F&H Racing Kawasaki. But Jorge Prado took victory in the race for the 16th time this year. MXGP Race 1, a flying start for Alessandro Lupino, and he was rewarded with his first Vauxhall shot of the year, Kawasaki's third for the whole season. By the time he reached turn 2, Jeffrey Hurlings was quickly into third behind Tim Geiser, but got pushed back to fourth by Jeremy Seewer on the Wilvo Yamaha. Sean Simpson, Jordi Tixier, Clement Desal also made good starts. Seewer and Hurlings banged bars in turn 4. By the end of the first lap, though, Lupino's lead came to an end as Geiser went through for Team HRC, quickly followed by Jeffrey Hurlings on his Red Bull KTM. And from there, it all went south for Lupino. He was in third. Seewer went straight on, took them both down. Desal was lucky to avoid the melee. He stayed up in third. His teammate from Montrenchi Kawasaki, Julian Lieber, got himself into fourth, whilst Seewer was back on the prowl. Made a move on Van Hoorbeek, and then later on in the race on his teammate, top right of the corner, to get himself into 6th. Simpson came home 7th, Van Hoorbeek 8th for Montrenchi Yamaha, but it was win number 32 for Hurlings. Final race of the year for MX2, but this time in his final MX2 Grand Prix, Thomas Covington rounded out the first turn with his 5th Vauxhall shot of the season. He stayed there for 3 laps as well. Prado didn't make the best start, but he was always thereabouts. A flying start for Samuele Bernardini on the Astes 4 Taser Yamaha in second on the number 321. Richard Sakina was also a fast starter as well on the 102. Did his best to stay inside the top few positions in the early laps. Anthony Rodriguez had Thomas Olsen behind him, but then he fell from 5th place. Challenge for the lead came on lap 4. And it was Prado who muscled his way around the outside of Covington to take over that top spot. Back on the charge, Hunter Lawrence after a poor start, following Thomas Olsen through. They both found their way past the Kawasaki rider. Hunter Lawrence made this move on the Dane to get himself into 5th. And then he went after Anthony Rodriguez, and Samuele Bernardini made light work of both of those, and then went after Covington with 4 laps to go to take over 2nd. Pushing the American back to 3rd. Before that, though, Olsen made this move around the outside of Bernardini. Bernardini eventually came home in 6th place. This was Lawrence getting 2nd and getting the better of Covington. But for Jorge Prado, win number 17. And it was a double moto victory for the 4th time this year. His 12th win of the season, 15th career victory now as well. Thomas Olsen on the podium for the 10th time this year, Covington on the podium for the 9th time, and the championship finish with Prado, Jonas, Thomas Olsen securing 3rd today, Watson 4th just from Thomas Covington, who goes back to the USA happy with 5th. But that was your podium here and your World Championship classification in Italy.
You know, getting the win here was unbelievable. Coming to this weekend, one of my goals was to finish off the season with a win too. So the most important thing was the title, but you know, we got it. All this hard work paid off. So.
Final race of the year, MXGP Race 2. And it was the world champion, number 84, Jeffrey Hurlings, who rounded out turn 1 with his 5th Vauxhall shot of the season. closely followed by Tim Geiser and Clement de Sau, who were fighting over third in the championship. Geiser stole second briefly. De Sau was back in front, but it didn't last long, because the Slovenian would eventually find his way around the Belgian and slot himself into second position. Van Horbik made a decent start, and he was on the hunt for big points. Gauthier Paulin also was looking for a decent finish to the season. Jordi Tixier, though, got squeezed by Evgeny Bobashev as they fought over 8. The Frenchman went down, the Russian stayed up, but he would eventually come home in 10th position after being caught by the likes of Glenn Koldenhoff in the final stages of the race. Koldenhoff went 8th, Strybos 9, and Bobashev 10. A lucky escape for Tim Geiser with a couple of laps to go, as he held on to second. Julian Lieber, around about the same time, forced his way into 4th place with that move on the Wilvo Yamaha of Sean Simpson, who then got caught and passed by Van Horbik in the latter stages, and then Gauthier Paulin as well. Simpson would come home 7th. Win number 33 for Jeffrey Hurlings secured him his 17th out of 20 wins for this year, and career victory number 84. Tim Geiser came home 2nd overall, to Sau 3rd, those two taking their 8th and 9th podiums respectively in the World Championship. Of course, finish Jeffrey Hurlings, your winner, Tony Cairoli 2nd, and the Monster Energy Kawasaki of Clement de Sau finished the year in 3rd.
Ennesimo riconoscimento sui premi, ma anche in questo caso.
No, never. It's like a dream coming true, you know. Beginning of the season, we was definitely hoping to win the World Championship in MXGP class, but to come out, you know, I did 19 races. I missed one in the summer holiday, but all 19 I finished 1st or 2nd, won 17 out of them and got twice 2nd and won the championship. Went undefeated in the Dutch Championship. I can't wish for a better season than this one, so hopefully to finish it off right next week, and then Motocross of Nations, and then done deal for the year.